And I am excited, and I think this is about the most exciting thing that I have done in my 83 years of life, besides being liberated. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, that was probably a pretty good day, I would guess.
Right.
You know, one thing, you and I have talked before, and the thing that always strikes me is how optimistic you are, how grateful you are, and how you see everything as such a great opportunity. That must be hard coming from the place that you came from in your young life.
Well, it was at the time difficult, and I was very serious, and the world seemed to be a pretty nasty place. But I have been very, very fortunate. I had the best parents in the world. My mother was an incurable optimist, and even when she had difficulties, she would always teach me to be happy and cheerful and do the best that I could. And she loved to sing while she was doing her ironing, because that was a way to keep her spirits up. So as I got through the first few years in the United States, learned the language, got a job, then I learned that I could get my high school diploma as a GED, then I decided to go to college. And when once finally I forgave the Nazis, which was stumbled on that simple idea of forgiveness, my life has turned around, because what really I discovered that I had the power to heal myself, and that I didn't have to be a victim for the rest of my life, and no one does. So what I am saying, every human being has the right to be free of the pain of the past. Every human being has the human right to enjoy life and be happy. That does not mean that I forget what happened to me. That just means that I don't let the past ruin my present and my future. And my forgiveness has nothing to do with any religion, with any political party, and has nothing to do with the perpetrator. It has to do with the right, in my opinion, of every human being to be free of any pain that life imposed on us and be happy.
EVA KOR is a survivor of Auschwitz. Not a whole lot of people still around today that can say that. And you have had an incredible whirlwind week here, and to see the gratefulness with which you and Mario Andretti, when you spent time together the other day, it seemed like you had a little connection there.
Well, Mario Andretti, I read up on him, and I realized that, of course, he was born in Italy, but because he was born 6 years after I was, he still suffered from the events of World War II. And then I read that he was in a refugee camp. His part of Italy was taken over by people that weren't really respecting his right and his family's right to be free. So they went to a refugee camp until in 1955 they arrived in the United States. So we could all compare our notes a little bit on being refugees and then coming to the United States and enjoying the true spirit of freedom. And we are now celebrating Labor Day, a Memorial Day. We remember the soldiers and the heroes who have given their life or who are trying today to defend us and be free.
You know, you have a lot of responsibilities today as a parade marshal, and they're telling me that you have to go. I'm getting rap signs all over the place. They're telling me, yeah, rap.
Okay.
Thank you so much for everything that you do, and appreciate being the parade marshal.
So
and we are glad we have you in our state.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be in Indiana. Very happy.
Thank you, EVA KOR, who's going to